Welcome back, everybody, to the Insightful Podcast. We gain insight in order to move forward in life. Today, we are going to be speaking about curating your inputs for mental clarity. What does this mean? Well, you are going to find out shortly. So, you guys know how I like doing this podcast. I go over the 5 points and give a little bit of detail on each of them. So, let's get into this episode. Your mind is a mirror of what you consume. What you see, hear, and scroll through shapes your thoughts. If you're constantly feeding on drama, comparison, or negativity, don't be surprised when your inner world feels chaotic, right? And this is the whole thing is creating your inputs for mental clarity. What are you consuming on a day-to-day basis? Is it being productive in your life? Is it allowing you to feel inspired and to go attack the world and get what you want? Or is it making you feel down? Is it making you feel doubtful? Is it giving you that negative loop and not allowing you to feel positive? Because if that's the case, then you need to understand and kind of analyze what you are consuming. Because the content you consume is who you turn out to be. And that is the reality. The whole concept of you are the sum of the five people you spend the most time with, that is the same thing now with what you consume. Because if you are constantly consuming negative things on the internet, you are going to become a negative person. And this is the thing as well, is that people don't realize how much this is affecting them. Because even with music, right? I remember there was moments in my life where I would feel sad or not feel the greatest, so I would listen to sad music. But all that would do is just make me feel even more sad, right? So this is very true. Your mind is a mirror of what you consume. If you're feeling amazing and positive and you consume an inspirational and positive content, you are going to feel even better. But if you're feeling sad in the moment and you start watching content that resembles what you're going through and you start to feel even more sad, you are just going to spiral out of control. The second point is not all inspiration is good inspiration. Sometimes the motivational accounts you follow actually leave you feeling worse, not because they're wrong, but because they trigger insecurity, comparison, or false urgency, right? There's a lot of people on the internet that say, oh, if you don't get rich right now, you'll never get rich. Or if you don't work on that business now, it's going to become too saturated. And you need to kind of analyze these things and see if they're coming from a true place or if they're just giving you a false sense of urgency so that you take action and buy their course or buy their program, whatever it is, right? So, as much as the motivational and inspirational content can be a good thing, you need to kind of recognize the source and see if it's coming from a good place. Because let's take a quick break to speak about the sponsor for the podcast. I am now working with a company called Attilius Apparel, and if you want Christian fitness wear that looks like or this, click the link in the description. Now let's get back into the podcast. Because if it's not, it is it is not a good inspiration for you. It's actually a bad one. The third point is digital clutter is mental clutter. Just like your physical space needs decluttering, so does your feed. Unfollow people, pages, or content that no longer align with the person you're becoming, even if they once inspired you. This is very true because I don't know about you guys, but if my desk is all messy or if my room is all messy, I am unable to be productive in my day, right? So I think it's very important to do that as well on your phone, right? What type of people are you following? Do they still serve a purpose in your life now uh, when they did before? This is all questions you need to ask yourself. And it all starts with recognizing if they're actually damaging you, right? So if you have a lot of things on your phone that are kind of serving you no purpose and it's kind of distracting you altogether, you need to start to clean that up. The next point is create with intention, not emotion. Unfollowing doesn't mean hate, it means choosing peace. Creating your input is an act of self respect. You're creating an environment where clarity, not chaos, thrives. And that is huge, right? Because if you feel as if, oh, I'm doing this and I feel bad for unfollowing this person or not commenting on this person's posts anymore. You need to understand that you're just doing it for the proper intention, for the intention that is actually going to assist you, right? There's no hard feelings. And I think as well that there is like these people that you're unfollowing, I don't think they're going to notice anyway. So for you to stress about that is kind of pointless. But just recognizing that creating your feed to something that is conducive to your success is very important, because in this age of social media, it is very hard to live without it and not be in the loop. So if you want to be in the loop and you want to get inspired and you want to connect with people, make sure you are doing it with intention and not just your emotion. And for the fifth and final point is audit frequently, grow consistently. As you evolve, your input should too. Make it a habit to review what's entering your mind weekly or monthly. Growth requires constant refinement, and sometimes that means hitting unfollow. And that is the thing. Once you create the kind of feed and your algorithm for what you want to see on a day-to-day basis, every so often just check up on it and see if you're watching content that is bad for you once again, because that can happen. And when you audit that frequently, that's when you could still be on the trajectory of self growth over and over for the next couple months or the next couple years, is just by auditing what you're consuming and what have you allowed to enter into your algorithm. That is all I wanted to go over for this episode of the podcast. If you guys made it this far, thank you very much. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know any future topics you guys would like me to discuss in the future. Take care, everybody, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode.
Rush a cold to a diamond, eyes forever shining. Your beauty alone inspire a nigga to rhyming.